What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today we're actually going to be unboxing the brand new Bruce Lee, His Greatest Hits Criterion Collection Blu-ray release. So this is actually all of the kind of recognized Bruce Lee films, all collected with new transfers, a lot of new and old special features, all put out in Criterion quality Blu-ray, 1080p HD, which is awesome. Some of these have been available before on Blu-ray. All of them have been available many times on DVD. There was a collection a few years ago that was put out of Bruce Lee films. It had like a big book, a big hardback book. It was like giant, but not by Criterion. So as far as I know, this is the first time that Criterion has put out a collection of Bruce Lee films, and definitely the first time on Blu-ray here. So yeah, this is going to be, I'm really looking forward to this. They announced this several months ago, and since then, I pre-ordered it immediately. I was like, I've got to get this, because I love Bruce Lee. I love 70s kind of kung fu, martial arts movies and stuff like that. I've seen all these, obviously, but having these, these brand new, fresh-looking transfers on Blu-ray, all the new special features, the cool packaging, the whole thing, I had to pick it up. So here I am. So I just wanted to kind of show you what you can expect if you're thinking of picking this up. I'm going to show you kind of what's in the box, kind of the packaging, and just show you what's in here in case you're thinking about picking it up and you wanted to kind of get a closer look at it. I won't be watching them or reviewing them or anything. We're just going to be unboxing it and kind of taking a look at what it includes, since this is a brand new set. And I'm really looking forward to actually getting it open. So let me just show you the outside here. It does come shrink wrapped. And I believe this Criterion C is probably on the shrink wrap itself, if you can kind of see that there. You do have this sticker that says Blu-ray Special Edition, High Definition Video and Audio. And I think those are the only things that are on the shrink wrap here. You got a kind of a seam that goes down this side, down the bottom, and up the other side. The seam does not go across the top, though. So I know that sometimes some of these Criterion releases, or some of these more premium releases, can get like bootlegged in the future and things like that. So that's why I kind of sometimes like to show you some of the tropes of an original product, just in case, in the future there's ever fakes of these floating around. You can kind of tell, get some signs about if it's original or not. So this seam on at least my copy runs from the top of here all the way down this side, and up, and then it stops right here. There is no seam at all on the top. It's not like overlapped on the back or anything. And this one has a Made in Mexico stamp on it right there. So, your mileage may vary when it comes to that stuff, but I just wanted to show that in case that's helpful for anyone. So let me go ahead and see if I can open this up. Some people, collect Criterion Collection stuff. Maybe they buy them but leave them sealed and stuff like that. I've never really been a person to buy collectibles or anything and leave them sealed for the most part. I typically like to open them up and actually use whatever it is. Okay, so I was wrong. So actually this Criterion C is actually printed on the packaging. So it's probably also somewhat of a anti-bootlegging measure right here, I would guess, because it's kind of like a translucent silver C right there. So just a heads up there. Oh my gosh, this packaging is just so cool. Let me show it to you up close. None of this is embossed or like glossy or anything. It's just all kind of like matte printed here, but it looks so cool. The artwork is awesome. your Criterion collection thing on the side there. It's greatest hits. This is what the spine looks like here. Bam, right there. Top has basically the same thing printed on it there. The bottom is just straight black. And this is the spine where the actual case, inner case itself sticks out here. So, oh man, I just love the yellow, white, and black aesthetic. I think it looks really cool. All right, so let's pull this out. Whoop. I almost dropped it. That would be embarrassing. Okay. So this is what it looks like when we're pulling it out here. Whoop. Oh, and it's actually black inside. You gotta love that. Some extra attention to detail there. So it is actually, yeah, black inside of the box. So put that over here. Oh man, so let's take a look at this. Basically like a folded digipack here. So this art actually looks like it goes all the way across this digipack. So once I open it up, I'll spread the whole thing out so you can kind of see all of the entire kind of mural there all at once. But it kind of wraps around here to the back. So like that. Oh, that's so cool. You can kind of see the clear cases there. So let me go ahead and open this up. I'll scoot this out of the way here. Oh, very cool. Let me focus in on that for you. All right, so whoosh. Oh no, there's one rogue disc here. It made its way out of the disc holder over here. So let's go ahead and take a real close look at this. So there's inner artwork as well, and there's extra stuff over here. So let's just take a look at the discs themselves first, and I'll just start on the left and work my way over, and I'll kind of take them out as I'm going, and then I'll show you all the artwork behind them. So first up is The Big Boss, number 1. And these have the kind of cases where the discs kind of slip under the top spindle. So you got to be real careful with these. Sometimes it takes a little force to pull them out, and you don't want to get it kind of stuck in there. Fist of Fury, disc 2. And these do actually have a different artwork on the top. So as you see here, that has a movie-specific artwork at the top. So does this one, but the rest of it is basically the same. The logo and where everything is kind of the same across discs. Number 3, Way of the Dragon. So I'm not sure, it probably says on the back of the packaging which is which, but there are actually 2 versions of Enter the Dragon that are included in this set. One of them is the theatrical release, and one of them is the special edition release, which is a little bit longer. I think that one's probably the original version, and then I think the special edition is on the supplemental disc or something. Or it's on one of these additional discs over here. So, this is number 5, Game of Death. And the last 2 are supplements. So I think one of those actually has the other version of Enter the Dragon on it. And before I end the video, I'll show you the back of the packaging more closely, just so you can actually see kind of a listing of what everything is that's included. But discs 6 and 7 are both supplemental discs, so that's where all the special features and all that good stuff are. And this is what the artwork on the inside looks like. So this one is actually kind of just black, but these other ones kind of have this white, wavy sort of design on them, which is pretty cool. But the piece de resistance is this mural. So this is what it looks like all stretched out. There's 5 different Bruce Lees here to represent the 5 movies that are featured in the release. Very, very cool. It's just so awesome. It just looks so cool. Oh man. That's amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to take all those out to kind of show you all that. And then also just kind of resting in here is this this crazy booklet. It's actually like a double, it like folds in half, but to read it, you actually fold it all the way out, and it's like giant. Like this is my hand. It's like very large. It feels almost like a big magazine or something instead of a booklet because of the size. We'll just take a quick look here. And this is kind of more like this paper on the inside. It's kind of almost like newspaper paper almost. It's like really thin. It's not glossy. It's kind of matte. It feels a little bit more like a premium newspaper, like that kind of feel. But it is multicolored, at least black and white with yellow. Maybe like tricolor or something like that. But there's a page about each of the movies with the cast and some text right there. And then here are just some of the movie posters and movie art. This is an awesome kind of like big poster. It's like bigger than a piece of paper. You know, it's maybe like an 8x10 or even larger than that, maybe like an 8x12 or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, most people aren't going to be taking it out of this, but I guess in theory you could if you were really into it. But I think it's just kind of like a little bit of a nostalgia thing when they would have posters and magazines that you could take out back in the 70s and stuff. I would just, because of like the quality of the paper and all that, I would just be really careful if you get this when you're handling it, because it could tear very easily. You know, it's basically kind of glorified newspaper paper. So it's very delicate, so I would advise extreme caution when flipping through it. But really dense text here, as you can see, lots of cool information. Kind of a biography, that sort of thing. Some special thanks, acknowledgments. A really cool fake ad for to become a master in the ancient art of Kung Fu from Enter the Dragon. So that's really cool. You can mail in for your free brochure. And then another picture of Bruce Lee on the back. So yeah, that's awesome. And that's just folded up in half. And it just kind of sits in here. So yeah, and just to show you kind of the actual contents, I'll give you a close-up of the back here. And you can kind of read this a little bit if you want to, but this kind of dictates all the different things that are included with this set. 4K digital restorations of The Big Boss, Fists of Fury, Way of the Dragon, and Game of Death. New 2K restoration of the rarely seen 99-minute theatrical version of Enter the Dragon. New 2K digital restoration of the 102-minute special edition version of Enter the Dragon. So it has both versions, brand new transfers, brand new high-res scans, and then all these other movies have their own super high-res scan as well. They're scanned in 4K, but these are 1080p discs, so don't get that confused. These aren't 4K Blu-rays. It just means that they scanned the original films in 4K and then downsampled them to 1080p. So they should still look, super crisp. Brand new transfers look super nice, but they are in 1080p, even though they were mastered and transferred at 4K. Lots of different audio versions, lots of new featurettes. Game of Death Redux, a new presentation of Lee's original Game of Death footage. New interviews, all kinds of stuff. Blood and Steel, a 2004 documentary about the making of Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee, the Man and the Legend, which I've seen. It's a really old documentary. It's kind of funny. It gets a little sensational at times. More interviews, essays, that kind of stuff. There's info at the bottom. It is Region A according to this, so just keep that in mind if you are overseas anywhere. 506 minutes of total stuff here. So yeah, that is the Bruce Lee collection. I've been getting a lot of the Criterion stuff lately. One of the kind of big other releases that I got recently is the Godzilla collection, the big hardcover book. I actually have an unboxing of that on my channel if you're interested in that and you want to take a look. But that one also blew me away. The art, the packaging, and the movies themselves have never looked better. So I was really psyched for that one. And since that one, this has been kind of the next release that I've been really looking forward to. So I'm glad to finally have this in my possession. For this, I'm trying to see the best way to... I guess you can just put it... I think it was right here when I opened it up. So you can just stick it right in there. Fold it like that. Just be really careful there. Bam. And right back into the slipcover. Again, because this is kind of a digipack, it's a little wiggly, so you just got to be real careful with it. Bam, there we go. So yeah, that is the Bruce Lee Greatest Hits Criterion Collection Blu-ray release of all of the Bruce Lee films. Really looking forward to digging into this. And yeah, hopefully from what I hear, from what I see, and based on my faith in Criterion, I would assume these are probably going to be the definitive editions of these movies for a long time to come. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching this. If you like this unboxing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. And if you like these kinds of videos, if you like collecting Blu-rays or DVDs, if you like kung fu movies, martial arts films, kaiju, tokusatsu, anime, or if you're just into collectibles or video games or any geeky stuff like that, go ahead and click subscribe down below. And also be sure to hit that notification bell down below so that way you don't miss any of my future content. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.